Good morning, guys. I've got getting up early this morning. It's about 3, I think, right now. It's been raining all night. We've got had a hurricane down in the Gulf Coast somewhere, and anyway, the rain's finally made it up here, and it rained all day yesterday. So today I've got another eye appointment, having a cataract taken off my other eye. Maybe I can see better, you know. I know I will. They cut that rascal off, and things really just clear up. They really clear up. It's pretty neat how that works. They go in and they do that, you know. Some type of laser knife, they call it, and just goes in there and it just slices that. It slices that and takes that cataract out of that. Put another lens in it, and there it goes. You know, now you can see. After time, it takes time for it to heal back up, but yeah, the coffee's good. I got to be in Springfield early, go down early this morning, so come out here and do some reading and thinking before the cows come in, you know, before the birds wake up. I used to wake up and hear my grandpa hollering at the cows. He milked I don't know how many, a few, by hand. He had a dairy farm. He milked them by hand back before they had he couldn't afford the milking machines back then. And I'd hear him back there stepping out on the front porch, and he'd holler, "Woo!" And you'd hear an old cow way in the back somewhere. They had bells on their neck, you know, and they walked to kind of hear where they was at. You hear them stirring, and they'd bellow back, you know. And he'd holler, and they'd holler back. And that whole herd would make its way back up to the barn. And they had an order in which they went in. You know, they knew what they done. They knew. I remember he would go in the barn. There's one cow would always be the first one, and she'd go in, and she knew which stanchion to go in for him to milk. He had feed. He'd go in, and he'd put feed in all the boxes, and he had half a dozen stanchions in there, and he'd bring them in and line them up, and they knew which one to go to. And if one went the wrong hole, he said, "You don't belong in there." And she'd back out and go down to where she belonged, and other than fill in. Pretty neat, you know. Them old days seemed like it was simpler life, but back then. But that's me and my perspective seeing things. You know, I'm sure then it was a hard time. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, yeah, I got surgery today. I'm going to go to get that done. So I've been wearing glasses with one lens out of it. You couldn't see through the one that had prescription in it, so I just took that rascal out. Makes it, I don't know. I wore them around the house here, and that's all right. It's going to work out, you know. Having eye surgery. Yep. But anyway, I thought I'd let y'all in on that. I get that all done and be able to see, you know. And hopefully that's the only thing that'll afflict me now for the rest of my life. Till I'm snatched away. We get snatched out of here, you know. The body of Christ, the Bible speaks, have been snatched out, have been taken away. But all these things that afflicts us, you know, God works all things for the good. Where's that at? That's in, He works all things to the good. What is that? That's in where's that at? That's in Romans, isn't it? Romans And that Romans 8. So God works all things out for the good of us. Let's see. Seems like that's what that says. Romans 8:28. It says, now we are aware that God is working all together for the good of those who are loving God, who are called according to the purpose that whom he foreknew, he designates beforehand, also to be conformed to the image of his Son. That word all, see, that means all. That means everything. God's working everything together for the good. You know, that even includes evil, doesn't it? You know, it's even the evil stuff. God created evil, but he uses it for better glory, doesn't it? For a higher purpose. You think of Paul, Saul, you know, how the evil he was. I mean, that guy, right up, he was on his way to kill and destroy the Christian people, the ones that was called Christian, which was the apostles, was known to be Christian. They followed Christ, and that's what they was called. It was they called them that. It wasn't good to be called a Christian because, you know, Saul be on you. But he was on his way. He was an evil man. He killed and destroyed many people. He was a bad dude. And then in a flash, you know, the light just blinded, just a flash knocked him to the ground, and his mind was changed immediately, wasn't it? God uses all things, everything. It says everything. It says all. It doesn't say most things or the good things or nothing. It says all together. He's working all. So, you know, we go through some stuff. It's interesting over here in chapter in 8, also back over here in 23. It says, we ourselves also are groaning in ourselves, awaiting the sonship and deliverance of our body. Now if we are expecting what we are not observing, we are awaiting it with endurance. So we've got to endure through all this stuff that we're going through. Just hang in there. You know, we may not like it. We don't like it. That don't matter. We just endure. We'll make it. Don't give up. Yeah. We'll endure. All things. God works all things to the good. All. So, this eye surgery, you know, I might whine a little bit. Actually, I don't whine. I'm not a whiner. I don't cry about things. I've always said God's got it. God's got a plan for this stuff, doesn't he? Yes, sir. That's what it is. I talked with Rob Weil. Rob is a pretty neat guy. If y'all don't know him, look him up. He does some YouTube stuff. And Leo, I can't pronounce Leo's name. He's in Holland. You know, we all go through stuff, don't we? Paul and his wife are going through stuff. You know, there's all kinds of stuff that Paul and Jax. But you know, we endure. We hang in there and encourage each other. So there's several people that I'm getting to know that's in this body of Christ. Get to know who they are and encourage them, you know, and encourage them, let them know, you know, God, and they know this. They know that God works all things, through all things. That means everything, not just some things, but good and evil. God works for a better purpose for all of us. So, anyway, it's raining, and that means I don't have to water my garden. I've not watered it but one time. And I kind of hate to use city water. It's got all that chlorine or fluoride or whatever it is they put in the water that destroys the mechanism, some of the good stuff in the soil, all the little molecules in there that make it good. You know, it kind of destroys that. But anyway, it's going to be a great day. Good day to be alive. All right. We'll talk to you guys later.